If you're listening to this, don't assume what I saw was a panic attack or mass hysteria. I've replayed that night 100 times in my head, looking for a rational explanation. I still don't have one. I live alone in a small apartment in a quiet suburb outside Columbus, Ohio. The kind of place where nothing happens. Tree-lined streets, identical buildings, people who wave but don't talk. This happened over a few hours, late at night. That's important. It started with a sound, not a scream, not a bang, dragging. A slow, uneven scraping sound coming from outside, like something heavy being pulled across concrete. At first I thought it was trash cans or someone drunk. I muted the TV and stood by the window. The streetlights were on. That dull yellow glow that makes everything look unreal. That's when I saw the first one. A person in the middle of the street, but not standing. They were moving on their hands and feet, arms and legs stretched too far apart, back low, head tilted up. Like their neck didn't quite work right. The movement wasn't fast, it was deliberate, mechanical, like they were copying how a human should move, but didn't understand the rules. Then another one appeared, then another. They didn't look at each other, they didn't speak. They just crossed the street, one by one, all moving the same way. That's when I stepped back from the window. My heart was racing, but I told myself this was a prank. Drugs, a stunt, anything. Then my phone buzzed. No service. Wi-Fi still connected, but nothing would load. Messages wouldn't send. Calls failed instantly. I went to the door and checked the camera feed. I don't know why. I think I needed proof that this was real. The screen showed the front of my building. 3 of them were standing there now, too close to the door. Limbs bent wrong, elbows angled outward, fingers splayed flat against the concrete. One of them lifted its head slowly and looked directly into the camera. Not at the door, at me. The feed glitched for half a second. Then the knocking started. Not with hands, with heads. A dull, wet thud against the door. Once, twice. Then the side window. I backed away. My apartment suddenly felt too small, too open. Every wall felt thin. Outside, one of them began making a sound. Low, broken, almost like someone trying to speak through a mouth that didn't work anymore. I recognized the voice. It was my neighbor from across the street, the older guy who walked his dog every morning. I watched him crawl into frame. Then something came out of the shadows behind him. I won't describe it clearly. My brain refuses to hold the shape of it. All I know is, when it moved, the others reacted, not with fear, with attention, like animals responding to a signal. The neighbor stopped moving. The thing leaned close to him. The feed cut out. That's when I heard screaming, not outside my door, down the street, a woman, short bursts, then glass breaking. Then nothing. I tried calling 911 again. Still nothing. The knocking moved. Rear window, side wall, roof. Always slow, always patient. At one point, I heard footsteps inside the hallway. I switched camera angles. That's when I saw her. A woman from the second floor. She walked into the parking lot normally, Then she stopped. She bent forward and without hesitation dropped onto her hands. That's when the door handle turned. Not violently, just testing it, back and forth, as if learning. I don't know how long I stood there. Time didn't work right. Eventually, the sounds faded. One by one, the cameras came back online. The street was empty. No bodies, no signs of a struggle, no police. By morning, everything looked normal. Too normal. People waved, cars passed, like nothing had happened. I packed one bag and left. I didn't tell anyone where I was going. I'm sending this now because I keep seeing videos online, clips that disappear, comments that get deleted, people in other suburbs, other states. If you hear dragging outside at night, if you see someone moving wrong, if your phone suddenly goes dead, don't open the door, don't look too long, and don't assume they're still human just because they sound familiar. They were learning, and I don't think they were done.